What is up, guys? Welcome to another Behind the Curve Reacts. Today we've got a Patreon request, so huge thank you to Troy, my brand new patron, and he's apparently a huge fan of Tim Minchin. So what he wants me to take a look at is going to be Tim Minchin angry, and then in parentheses, feet. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's angry at feet. I don't know if he's angry because of feet. I don't know if he's angry on behalf of feet. This could go many, many different ways, but I've never seen like actual Tim Minchin just straight up doing stand-up. Like I saw the one where it was like stand-up bits, but then there was also a song kind of coupled throughout it. And I think this might be all stand-up. So I am pretty excited. So yeah, thanks again, Troy. And let's go ahead and check it out.
So, I've got this little personal confession. I've been going to see a psychologist recently. No, I know. Well, I know. It's weird because obviously on stage I look like totally well-adjusted, and so it comes as a surprise. But I've been speaking to this site. It's not a big deal. Just talking about stuff, few little things that I think could probably just make my life a bit easier. And one of the issues I have is with anger.
Oh no. Oh no.
So I don't get angry. So the issue is not really an anger issue. It's that I don't know how to express anger, which is nice. You know, it's nice to be diplomatic and stuff, but it comes from a fear of confrontation, I think. So I've been talking to this because I worry about what's happening to all that anger, that latent anger that I'm not expressing, you know? So anyway, he reckons what I should do is write my feelings down, thereby expressing myself without having to confront anyone, so that I don't, bottle it up. And
Sure.
So I've been doing that. I've been doing some writing, and I've written a poem, which is really helpful to write. I think it might be even more helpful to sort of do in front of a sympathetic, non-judgmental kind of neutral crowd like you guys. So this is my poem. It's called. I've given it a title. It's called "Angry," or in brackets, "Feet." Bit nervous because it's like a bit more personal. Sometimes I get a bit angry, but you couldn't tell. No, you couldn't tell unless you looked real closely. Sometimes I get a bit angry, but it's all right. Yes, it's all right because I keep it out of sight. Inside. Deep inside. I breastfed till I was 9. Which my doctor says is fine. And he also says I deal with anger better if I wrote about myself in a poem or a letter. My mother was a fucking bitch! Caring lady. She taught me all I know. Although I was a little slow, she never gave up. She never let me slap down. Although she spent a lot of time at the neighbour's house when my dad was out of town. I didn't walk till I was 7. Or talk till I was 10. But neither did Napoleon, according to my fucking doctor, who has certificates in frames to substantiate his dodgy fucking claims. My father left my mother for the love of a poontang another, and I have a bastard brother who I've never really known because my dad moved up to Sydney and he doesn't have a bullshit, you fat cunt. Telephone. In primary school, I had trouble making ashtrays. Friends. An issue which has become somewhat of a trend, the origin of which I cannot pretend does not perplex me, although my fucking doctor says it's cool and that loads of fat Brits... Shut up, I'm not fat! kids at school have problems with communication, and that a course of medication would be wise, and combined with more honest self-expression could help me with my issues with emotional repression. And at $200 a session, I think I'll take the thieving bastard fucking chap's advice. So, I quite like porn, photography, and books on guns, history. And I'd like to be a politician. Vet. And I feel as I get older, I'm more in control of my violent tendencies. And when I die, kill.
Jesus.
Die, I'll have no regrets. And I feel that all this writing is really puffy, exciting, and my fucking doctor would be proud because I feel a lot less angry, and I'm saying stuff out loud and I'm letting anger out. Like today in our last session when I taught a lesson, because he said I'm not progressing, said I wasn't moving forward. So I said, well, let's see how you move without your fucking legs. And I tied him to his chair, and I pulled out my machete, and I listened to him beg, and then I cut his fucking feet off. And
Good
while he lay there bleeding,
God.
I used his feet to kick him in the head.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Thank you, giggling cunts, very much.
What the fuck was that, man? Okay, so what, like, was that, like, riffing on, like, Tourette's, or having, like, a separate personality for his anger, or literally just his anger seething from, like, right below the surface? Oh, wow. That was, I was for a second there, I was surprised that he went this dark, but now my mind is just going to the song for Phil Doust. So that's pretty much just, right on brand for Tim, but holy shit. God, that was something. You know what? Let's just call it a nervous tick. Let's just call it an incredibly angry nervous tick. Honestly, when I was watching it, I kind of saw it as like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of a thing, which was great because it's very difficult to play, two characters at once. And seeing that just seething anger and hatred right underneath like Tim's, just kind of nice semi-neurotic persona was very, very well done. Oh my God. And like, not just how he was speaking, but like his body language and how he was carrying himself at the beginning. It was so, nice, and really throughout the whole thing, it was very kind, like very, almost like a kid, almost like a child. And then right there at the end, when he's talking about his therapist, like everything changes. Like his body language changes, how he's like delivering his lines have changed. The look on his face was completely different. Oh, that was almost kind of scary, man. I was really not expecting this to get as dark as it is. I gotta wonder though, like, is that Dr. Phil Doust? Did he like leave his critic job to become a therapist just to meet Tim Minchin and to get his legs chopped off? Or I'm sorry, his feet chopped off, which for some reason seems like worse in my mind, to lose like your feet versus lose your legs. Either way, it would be, a very unfortunate situation to have happen. And normally when I think of Tim, I think of, funny. I think of funny, silly, over the top, really like, what's the word I'm looking for? Really like analytical. Tim is an incredibly analytical person. And I always forget that he can get this dark. Is this what most of his stand-up is going to be? Like, is his music going to be, funny and, ridiculous, but then his stand-up is just all about cutting people's limbs off? Oh, my God. I mean, he's got range. Clearly, he's got range. The man is able to do this and then write the music for, you know, Matilda. So I don't know, but I'm definitely going to have to check out more of his stand-up going forward. At least, you know, definitely now that I've kind of adjusted my mind to being like, okay, this could be unbelievably fucking dark. Just keep that in the back of your head just in case that happens. So I'm not quite as just like, what the fuck? But yeah, Tim, somehow 10, 12 reactions in, you're still finding ways to surprise me. It's just crazy. But yeah, Troy, thank you so much for the request, for the patronage. Thank you all so much for watching, and you all have an excellent rest of your day.